as you go into resort, you see several servants like, "Welcome, welcome. Are you the party of a Pendragon?"
That's us.
This being has basically, if you think if Cthulhu was essentially a humanoid shape, essentially this is what your maitre d' is. He's like, perfect. Then please enjoy your stay. Your keys are at reception. Your rest of your party has already arrived.
Oh, nice. Looks like the gang's all here.
As you say that, you just see a couple of kids running by, grabbing and Sia chasing them. Just
there we go. That's what you like to see. Look at them go, the little rascals.
Oh, but I will say that Madame also would not be able to attend. She does apologize. However, she did send a gift basket and a promise that someone will come and keep you entertained.
Makes sense. Mom is always busy this time of year.
Prava doesn't know how to feel. He's excited that the zero risk people are here, but he's also disappointed that Rory isn't here. So he's just making an unfathomable face.
Aiden is gonna take note of that and say, this is the kind of stuff you gotta get used to if you're dealing with people in charge, Prava. I mean, Mom literally runs a billion credit company, so vacations is something she usually skips.
But if she's that powerful, she should be able to do whatever she wants.
Power comes with responsibility, Prava. The stronger you are, the more you're chained down to your responsibilities. Look at the Benefactor.
Reject chains.
Look at the Benefactor for one of the most powerful and influential people in the galaxy. Yet he is always tied down by bureaucrats and other assholes and businessmen trying to get his attention. He literally has no time to go on vacation himself. He knows what's up.
I reject it.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
That's one of the reasons I don't want anything to do with the family business, honestly. I enjoy my freedom way too much for that.
By the way, as you actually go into the resort proper, you also see some screens that are showing the local sea wildlife, just in case anybody wanted to take a look. You see some cameras showing essentially this.
Oh hey!
Oh, fuck yeah. Prava talking to those boys, that's one.
I remember seeing those guys a couple years back. They've gotten bigger.
Yes, the pod has grown bigger, sir.
Nice.
Would anyone stop Prava if he tried to get in the water with them?
They are classed as safe beings.
Okay, yeah, Prava's climbing into the water with them then.
Everybody's getting on the beach. You see Moana getting their chairs and the Prava's already going to go out in, getting ready to go out in the water.
Prava,
are you sure you don't want to rent diving equipment?
I was gonna say something else. Prava, you're naked. Put some fucking trunks on.
I mean, I'm a Sheeran. What do I have to?
You're at the beach. Put some trunks on.
I feel like a full body swimsuit would be more appropriate. Yeah, where can we buy a swimsuit around here? Actually, that's it's a good idea.
No, over here on the side. I'll show you. Gotta get something for myself as well. I didn't pack anything.
Only 5 credits, sir.
But perfect. 5 credits. That's nothing. Here, take 10.
Thank you, sir. The tip is appreciated. By the way, this guy seems to be everywhere. He's the only guy you've talked to, and he's selling stuff now.
I'd like to imagine.
He is everything.
I'd like to imagine that he can just teleport, and he just teleports and changes his suits.
He is wearing something different right now.
Perfect. Yeah, it's not cool when you wanna play hide and seek around here, because this guy always finds you instantly. I never did find out how he does it.
But thanks for the offering on diving equipment, but I have my own.
Okay then. Fair enough, sir. Please enjoy your time. By the way, you do see, as you're heading back towards the sea, you do see Z injecting herself with something for a moment, brushing it off. She's in her own swimsuit, red, of course.
And probably forgets all about the whales and runs over to tackle her.
She is immediately caught off guard and tackled.
They just skid across the sand for a second. It's so good to see you again.
Oh, yeah, I came with the others. Like, she points, she doesn't even get up, she just points towards, like, Moana leading all the kids and the like. You see the mercenaries and everything already in the water, playing around, like, splashing.
Oh, I got the whole family here. Cohen, you gotta come swim with me. We gotta catch up. You gotta tell me all the details.
Of course. Can I get up first?
I mean, sure, yeah, let me help you up.
She stands up, tying her hair back into a ponytail. It's okay. Let's go sit by the towels and the chairs.
Okay. I wanted to go see the cool magical whales, but let's go sit for a second first.
Right, Thiveron, what are you doing? Are you watching everybody?
Yeah, at first watching everybody, but then he's going to cast Life Bubble on himself and then just wade into the water and let himself sink. And he finds, like, where the whale pods are congregating.
Pied, what are you doing? Your dad's like already out there. He's got his like the speedo he brought on. He's like, yes, perfect.
Bryn goes running into the water. She's like, I have never seen a lake so large, and jumps in and immediately starts sinking.
He's like, oh no, this water isn't solid.
Wait, what this? And she's just kind of like flailing around for a while.
Does Thiveron see her flailing?
You just see like these hooves and her arms like fading about, like.
Can I extend my life bubble out just in case?
You know what? Just for this time, yeah, you can extend your life bubble out.
Oh, you can breathe this. Wait a second. Guys, how do you swim? And this is not normal water, guys. This is weird water.
This water doesn't support my weight. So, yes, currently Aiden, your brother's like standing by, leaning against the cabin, like waiting for you to calm down a little, to breathe.
Is Thiveron coming back? Because last session I think he mentioned that after speaking with her he's gonna go back and check on Aiden.
DJ, I think you'll
Yeah.
appreciate this guy. This is Zane. Look in the character list and find yourself Zane.
Oh right, yeah, I totally also blanked on that. Yeah, it turns out Aiden was hiding the fact that he had a brother this entire time. Because Zane's an actual dragon.
Lucky.
And this picture right here on screen is baby Zane.
Excuse you,
Zane.
but Aiden was not hiding the fact that he has a brother. You just never asked.
Oh, come on,
Places.
dude. I know it never happened in session, but Prava's definitely asked. So
As for Prava, Thiveron's got the right idea. Never tell you have family to Prava.
So yeah, in other words, you were hiding that fact. Though I already gave the reason why the other two, war and stuff like that, didn't tell you about Zane is because you guys were focusing on Aiden, and they don't give special treatment. They're not going to pull up Zane just because, you got to learn about Aiden and all his baby pictures first. Aiden's making friends.
Zane was a way cuter kid than Aiden was. Let's not kid her.
How have you know that I was a very cute baby before I got the scar?
I can imagine. It's like, these are my baby pictures. He's like a normal human baby, and then now Rosa's bringing up some of like whole family, and it's like Aiden, and then baby Ellie and baby Zane next to him, like two tiny wormlings.
And Prava thinks that Ellie is cute, even though she has green scales.
What's the problem with green scales?
I don't know, Aiden. What is the problem with
Hey, don't turn that on me.
That to us?
Don't you dare turn that on me.
I see we're pulling race cards now.
I think he did. You just gonna stand there and take that? What the heck?
So-
Session 1.
So, Kuzon, you would probably arrive by taxi eventually at the resort. You know, you can say you get there any way you want. You want to come out of the water over pretty stoned and so Sarah, that's totally fine. You could have been there the entire time.
So I just want to imagine Kuzon's just off screen under the water, just like messing with an oyster or something, just not taking in what's going on at all.
He's like been using the jets on his power armor to ski around. And Thiveron would eventually return to you, Aiden.
Since Thiveron was the only one that Aiden confined about what happened before shit went fucky, Aiden's gonna put an arm on Thiveron and say, Thiveron, I need you to do me a solid. I want you to keep an eye on Sarah. If she does anything strange or if she does anything that seems out of place, I want you to tell me immediately. I want you to be glued to her, have your nose on her at all times. I'll buy you pizza for a month.
Thiveron gives like a small nod as if like, yes.
Perfect.
The doggo has accepted this task.
Like Thiveron's on watch duty. And Aiden needs to make some calls and do some research.
As much as he can watch, as he's blind, but he can watch from all angles.
He's on sniff duty. Oh god, that sounds worse.
Listening. He's opening his ears.
Yes, it's fine. He can tell easily, don't worry. He's going to be making sure to watch Sarah.
Perfect.
Zane's going to look towards you and say, alright, you calm down a bit now.
Yeah. Go meet the others. I'm sure they've got plenty of questions for you. I gotta go back to the hotel for a bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I guess so. I can always ask Bryn about the race and the like. I wanted to learn more.
Yeah,
He's
you've
gonna-
always had a weird fascination with other species.
They are interesting to me. I mean, they have such short lives. It's amazing they can do so much.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
He's gonna
Have
give
fun.
you a pat on the head, by the way. And say, see you, little bro.
I told you to stop doing that.
Whatever.
Especially in front of people. Next time I'm gonna bite your arm.
We're not in front of people. We're in front of a dog.
Fair point. Thiveron, I'll give you 2 months of pizza if you shut up about what happened.
He just slowly nods.
And yeah, Aiden's gonna head back to the hotel for a while.
All right then. Now, is anybody else having a freak out?
I mean, Prava's past the freakout stage. He's looking for answers now. He's sitting on the ground with the Orb of Friendship, just like scrying back to 5 minutes ago to make sure that what he saw wasn't real.
Well, if you go back to your history, you you do not see in the Orb of Friendship.
Don't go at the Orb of Friendship.
Yeah, I called it the Orb of Friendship now. Yes, the Orb of Eternal Force Friends is showing you freaking out essentially.
Yeah, okay. I figured that would be what I'd see.
Though you do see in the water, it seems to shimmer and boil slightly.
Oh,
That's about all you see that its physical effect on the world.
but there was like, yeah, okay, nice, good to know.
Are you okay, Prava? Are you feeling better now? Would you like some tea? A
Tea?
blanket?
All of the above sounds lovely, but really I'm fine. I think I've pieced together what it was I saw.
What was it?
I don't know, some sort of vision projected to me from somewhere. Look, if I checked the footage, he just holds up the crystal ball like you know what that means. And
Ah.
I didn't see what I saw, but there was roiling in the water, so that means something was there.
So someone from afar is affecting you.
Yeah, probably just a psychic message, beamed at high intensity from wherever.
Who would want to do that? Who would have reason to try to affect you so?
I mean, my first guess would be my friend Cole. His powers are very tightly tied into mine.
If he's a friend, why would he try to, it seemed very scary. Like, it's not something a friend would do.
It's complicated with me and Cole. We fought once or twice, had dinner a couple weeks ago.
Are you guys frenemies?
We're good friends. He's just having a tough mental health situation.
This is okay. So we'll put Cole on lead suspects. Maybe you should send him a message and be like, "Hey, guy, maybe don't." I don't know the best way to handle this.
Not necessarily him either. It could be. Who knows, in this wide universe, another Solarian just sending messages out, a god telling me about the future, who knows?
That's true. We shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Exactly. I'll message Cole and see if he sent me any psychic thoughts. He should be on Oxen right now, so shouldn't have any reason to...
Okay. As long as you are feeling better, she takes one of the beach blankets and wraps it around you and rubs your arms.
Prava gets very cozy very fast.
just a hug bug basically just shrinks.
But don't try to fret too much. We'll figure it out if anything. Hopefully it's something benign, like you said. I'm sure it will not come back to bite us in any way. And she stares directly at the camera.
I'm sure all this means nothing. Duh, duh.
Nothing's threatening to us.
What's this? Oh, that was that. So, as you're calming down, everybody starts getting back to what they were doing, relaxing before. Moana is a little worried about Aiden, but Zane's just like, "Oh, it's fine, no worries. He'll be fine, Just need time to relax." You see everybody start to enjoy themselves. Zane has taken over the barbecue. Since Aiden left on a lot of sausages that are now slightly burned.
All the people who liked burned sausages are having a field day, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what? It would be even cooler if Zane, while he was working on the barbecue, just randomly used his breath weapon to spice him up a little bit. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. With fire.
That would be well, yeah, he actually can. Yeah, I forgot. Because gold dragons have two sets of weapons. One's a normal flame breath and the other is a paralyzing breath. So,
well, if you want that tingling sensation on your tongue, that also works.
Paralyzing sausages. Oh, sorry, I used the wrong flame. Poof. The kids are out.
It'd basically be like taking a narcotic. It would just be like a sedative. It would just...
Oh, gosh.
It wouldn't be a sedative. You'd be awake, you just wouldn't be able to move.
I'd like to imagine Prava with his limbs in the air twitching slightly as his head's buried in the sand and just one of the kids poking him with a stick.
As he's cooking away and everybody's getting back to their good time, you see Noelle sitting on a rock and watching the waves, unsure if the salt air's any good for her servos. You also see Brian's father on the other side of this small lagoon that leads out to the ocean, apparently chatting with other tourists on the other side. What are you currently doing at the hotel?
Well, the leads I got from Thiveron about the magic was level 7 magic, so I'm researching divination and high-powered magic and people that can pull off something like that. And also I'm looking into species that can manipulate memories and minds to a degree that they might insert themselves and infiltrate other species and areas. And some kind of magic that might affect minds on a mass scale.
You can make me 3 roles: culture, life science, and mysticism. That you know, there's no real mortal that can cast above level 6. Basically, what they cast is called a miracle.
Well, Aiden's definitely more worried after going through all that information. And unsure of what's happening. Me as a player, different story, but Aiden's a confused boy. So yeah, that's what he's gonna be busy doing for now.
It was me, Kuzon.
All along. He
By the way,
fooled himself.
Aiden's mother's just looking on at all this from the sidelines, just eating a hot dog.
Listen, when you're a 1,000-year-old dragon, everything is commonplace.
This is better than my
Aw.
soaps. So yes, what are you guys gonna do on the beach? Zane's like handing out food by this point, by the way. He comes up to like you, Prava, Kuzon. He's like, "Here you go. Here's your burger. Here's your burger, Bryn."
Prava still has the blanket on and like no hands available, so he just telekinetically flies the hot dog in front of him as he bites it.
It's like, "How you doing, bro? Came back off soon. We'll be out all day."
You know, decided to enjoy the beach more. He's just constantly stealing glances at Sarah.
Prava just kind of like looks at Aiden, tilts his head, and kind of steps between him and Sarah. He's like, "Yeah, you look freaked out for a second there. You whispered something to Thiveron, then just took off. What's up?"
You know, this and that. So, speaking of which, Prava, how are you doing? Did you, like, maybe sense something strange? Like, you know, you're psychic, you're sensitive. Anything like somebody shouldn't be here, but they are and don't belong here? Anything like, you know, somebody messing with your brain? You know, just
No,
casual stuff.
let's see. Everyone here belongs. Look, there's Z, there's Elibor, there's Marana, there's the kids, there's Sarah, there's Kuzon. Everyone's supposed to be here.
Speaking of things,
Kuzon just slaps at the table. I could take a hint. Then he's just eating his cheeseburger and walking away.
speaking of
God.
weird happenings, Prava, didn't something happen like in the water? Like how that end up? Like, are you okay?
Yeah. Looks like just a pretty standard, psychic vision from an unknown entity. I get one of those at least every week, so nothing new there.
Wait, that Aiden immediately assumes it might be connected to what happened with him. Did it show you something from the past? Did it alter your memories? What happened?
I mean, if it was from anywhere in time, it would have been the future. I've never been that buff.
Buff? What the hell are you talking about, Prava?
I saw a big scary me. And apparently while that was happening, the water boiled a little bit, but otherwise nothing much happened. Probably just gonna send the telepathic image of what he saw of that big...
Aiden immediately realizes it's got nothing to do with what he's freaking out over, and you see that he visually loses interest. Oh, that's cool. I hope you look like that someday. That looks kind of cool.
Come on. You have like a magic issue that you need to worry about?
I am not sure. It's fine. Just, here, have another burger. Enjoy the beach. We'll worry about it later.
Well, if you don't want to talk to me, you know that Marana and Sarah are always willing to listen to you, so...
Maybe later. Yeah, maybe later.
Oh God, make him more paranoid.
So hello, Sarah. I don't think we've met before. I'm new to the crew. My name's Bryn. It's a pleasure.
I heard they were helping you solve your planet issues.
Yeah, they found me in the back alley, and they decided to help me save my planet. So we, I'm
I think I remember those old memes on Prava's stream. I think he called you Dumpster Princess or something.
It was Trash Princess. But I would love to hear like your story, since you've been with the crew for so long. Just like, get an inside girl perspective.
We not exactly the most common type of merc group, since we're also an orphanage.
I have noticed all the children that Aiden tends to acquire.
Yeah. We're called Zero Risk for a reason. We don't take any super risky jobs that puts us or the kids in danger,
I see. So you haven't. So you've been interacting a lot with Aiden and the new mercenary group, or is he more of a standoffish kind of boss?
Oh no, he's very friendly. He does get picked on by Moana a lot.
Okay. Okay, good. I think, yeah, thank you for this talk. It's been very, enlightening.
No problem. I'm gonna go back and look after the kids now.
Alright, sounds good.
She gives a smile and a nod and heads on off.
Kuzon, there's something going on and I don't know what, and I don't like it.
What do you think, Bryn?
Aiden saw Sarah freaked out and is like, how are you still alive? And she's like, oh, he's acting a little weird. Like, but he should be fine. I don't know, that seems like a lot weird. And the person who's the source of that weirdness should be a little bit more concerned.
It's because Aiden's finally able to relax. All the trauma is just kind of, exiting the body.
I can imagine
That's
Kuzon
all.
just laying like full lizard mode on the beach as he's saying this, half asleep.
So, Prava, you're empathetic. What do you think?
He's definitely freaked out, and it definitely gets worse when he looks at her, but I can't see anything. I mean, we've all known Sarah. She's been around. Like,
I don't know, I just met her. I have no preconceived notions about her.
Oh, speaking of mean people, have you met Z yet?
Z?
Yeah, Z, my friend Z. Remember the night we were drinking on your planet and I said I wanted to summon a demon?
Yes.
Yeah, Z, and probably points to the redheaded girl across the
The
beach.
demon is here? Oh, she's cute.
Essentially, she's just relaxing by the beach right now.
She and Marana are dating.
Oh.
Gossip bug.
I'm probably just so proud of her cute friends getting with other cute friends. Like, gosh.
They do make quite the power couple.
They do. I got all the juicy goss, but I can't share all of it with you. Z told me in secret.
Oh, I understand. You can't share the goss when it's like, in confidence.
Yeah, exactly. It's fresh goss, It's too hot to touch.
Okay.
By the way, Prava, interesting note, since the mercs are here, that means the Pirate Queen should be here as well.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't seen her in forever.
Just all these episodes here on the beach, just chilling.
Introduce Bryn to all past characters, every single one.
Is Z gonna be okay seeing her? I mean, last time they saw each other, the Pirate Queen was keeping Z prisoner.
They've apparently, according to the others, like Bro 9 tells you, yeah, they had an intense standoff, but that's all water under the bridge now.
Good. I'm glad all my friends are friends with each other now.
By the way, this is the Pirate Queen.
Most beautiful girl in all the pack.
Wait, what? Hold on. What is that?
Yeah, she's
What
part
is
of
that?
Zero
What
Risk
is that?
Security
What is
now.
that? What is that? What is that? What is that?
A skilled pilot and a good friend.
What is that? What is that?
On the last mission I sent her on, she managed to secure a fighter.
is that? What is that?
That's
I
an
don't like
alien. Don't be racist, Brian. Alien.
This is Nicole. This is Nicole. Very concerned.
I can just imagine the pirate queen looks at Brian and, ooh, ew, ew, what is that? What is that?
But yes, that was a pirate queen.
Okay. Oh, she looks like she looks lovely, like a lovely being. Although pirate queen is kind of scary in connotation.
Yeah, well, she was a peaceful pirate. She would rob people, but she never actually killed anybody. So
It's peaceful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, just human trafficking. She was trying to probably sell Z to somebody.
Oh.
They called,
okay.
by the way, Bo Knight, the robot dude that you met before, goes, yeah, she was also just called herself a pirate queen. It's not like she was a massive threat within a backboards or anything.
Yeah, her
Prava
bounty
just
was
insists on
peaceful.
calling that. Yeah. She's like only worth like a few hundred credits or so.
I see. Okay, so she's just, normal run-of-the-mill human trafficker,
she was gonna be
being trafficker.
Exactly.
Z didn't technically have human rights yet at the time, so I think that's a gray area.
A loophole.
Yeah, the demons weren't giving Packworld status until around that time.
Also, you're saying unless you have Packed World status, you don't have any basic rights?
I would agree by
Prava?
my morals, I wouldn't want that to be done. I think all sentients should be equal. But I'm just saying that she's not in jail because of, she's better nowadays. We got to give people a chance to grow and get better than their crimes. If we just punish them forever, how can we ever expect them to reintegrate?
See, but it seems like she was never punished to begin with, but that's
She was
another...
in jail for a little while before she
Oh, okay.
and
I see.
Yeah, and once she got out, I gave her my business card and, she joined the crew. Speaking of which, Aiden pops out a tray with burgers. Here you go, Prava. If you wanna try some of the local stuff, here's the good stuff. Like, not what those whales are eating. Like, this is actual eatable seaweed. So, Seaweed Burger for Prava.
thank you. I'll definitely try it.
And for you, Brian, I don't know, you strike me like the mushroom type. I don't know why. He remembers her world being all mushrooms. Grilled mushrooms, there you go. Grilled mushroom burger.
Oh, thank you. Delicious. So thoughtful, Aiden. Are you feeling better now? Are you alright? I'm just checking in with everybody.
I'm always doing great. What are you on about?
Right, of course, always doing great. You were definitely great earlier, and that would totally not. This is me being worried. Tell me what's going on.
I mean, don't be worried. The burger's fine, and Aiden leaves.
No, fucking. Okay, all right.
Do you want to go after him?
I don't think cornering him is the way to gain any kind of information out of him. We'll have to.
I mean, usually when we want Aiden to do something, we tie him up and make him. So I've never really had much success waiting for him.
So I have to corner him and force it out of him with uncomfortable confrontation.
And probably help if you had like his mom come help you, or someone that he feels intimidated by.
That's maybe a mistake, Zane says as he slowly bites down the chicken leg. Like he just eats the bone and all just.
So yeah, I don't think usually if you want secrets to come out, you don't send your mother because you don't want your mother to know your dirty laundry.
Maybe we should ask his brother to deal with him.
Oh, that would turn into a fight. I mean, it would probably work, but it would be a fight. Still, he has to learn at some point that he has to properly express his emotions, like me.
I mean, there's few things that can't be solved with a net gun.
Kinky. I'm gonna go swim with whales.
That sentence.
The context clips of that.
I think he just doesn't. If he thinks this is going in the kinky direction, he just wants nothing to do with it, which is totally understandable when dealing with siblings.
You see him, like a moment later, he's basically standing, and you just see him slowly drifting across the water, just eating still. He's like, shh, not even swimming. It's like he's probably standing on the whale as it's drifting up and down. He's totally fine without being out there and away from whatever you guys are doing.
Wow, Zane's so cool, guys. Hey, do you think we should? Do you think he'd want to join with us on missions in the Perseverance?
No, Thiveron already made that joke last time. Screw you.
He wasn't joking though. I don't know why you thought that was a joke. If that was, we saw the most capable fighter we've ever seen. If he's a pilot too.
I'm feeling personally attacked right now.
No, currently their pirates having an existential crisis. Maybe they should be looking at other options.
Oh, even the universe is working against me now.
Oh god. Technically, he's his own flight.
Yeah, he's capable of flight. Bryn would know that. She wrote him.
Space trap.
Shut up.
My god. Right, what are you guys going to be doing then?
I'll get mine. I'll go find a net gun.
It seems like we might be dragging all the information out of Aiden, it seems.
Is that what we're doing?
By the way, during this entire time, Aiden has been looking for an opportunity to get Sarah on her own, where she's separated from everybody.
You can easily find that opportunity since she probably goes over and gets a towel or something.
Perfect. And in reality, what he does is, can we talk? And pulls her away from prying eyes and ears. But in meme variant, his family guy loading his shotgun saying, I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
she comes
so
along with you.
I'm basically going to start asking her about some things, and I'm going to try and slip some tricky questions in there to see if she slips up. I'm interested in knowledge that only her and I would know, and something that might tip me off that this is somebody posing as her. There's like, is there something that she knows and only I know that nobody else would know and stuff like that? I basically want to deceive her and see if she slips something.
You want to try deceiving her. If you're doing that, then...
I think in this system it's bluff? I don't think there's a
roll
deceive
bluff.
one.
Roll me bluff.
25.
Oh, nice. So as you're trying to trick her up, she does take like a moment to think, but that's like any normal person's like,
Yeah.
what? You want me to remember like the very, very first time we met? And she does answer. She's answering very well. So what's with all the questions?
I was feeling nostalgic. Let's head back. I think it's about time to wrap up the barbecue. It's getting late, so I'll go handle that.
Before you walk away, her robotic hand does grab yours and keeps you for a moment. It's like, Aiden, what's wrong?
Out of curiosity, when I glance, because everybody's probably in bathing suits, probably nobody's wearing their dog tags, right? Aiden's just gonna stay quiet for a while and ask her, "Where's your dog tag?"
Huh? I lost it a good while ago, I think. Why?
Do you remember
mean,
where you lost it?
Well, I suspect it's... You can see it stop for a moment and think. No, I guess it was a long time ago. I don't remember.
You know,
Weird.
you're not a rookie. As a professional, whenever we're on missions, it's expected that we always carry dog tags, not just for our personal safety, but for everybody else's as well. The fact that have you been doing missions without your dog tag?
But of course not. You see it like let go of your arm and think for a moment. I think I've been wearing it. You can see the concern on her face.
Can I sense motive?
Sure.
Shit.
Let me see. She's being rather explicit with emotions. She is clearly confused. Like, yeah, where is my dog tag? What happened to it? Sort of deal.
Aiden's going to reach into his pocket because even if it's not on his neck, he always carries the chain with him, and he's gonna discreetly remove her dog tag from the chain, turn around and say, "Well, you're lucky I found it this time, but you better keep better track of it."
Oh, thanks. Sorry, I guess one of the kids may have taken it. She's still looking confused, as if it's been gone a while, she says. Like, it's been gone a while, though. She holds out her hand for the dog tag.
I put it in her hand and say, "Anyway, I'm gonna go take care of the barbecue. Don't take too long. The kids are starting to get rowdy. We need to, crowd them back into the hotel." Aiden tries to make a weird joke about herding them, as when he turns around, he still looks very distressed.
She doesn't look much better. She smiles as you turn around, but her face is looking concerned as well if you take a peek back as she puts her dog tag back on. So, you do have like several days to spend here. Is there anything you want to do over these days? Is there any stuff you want to do, or did you want to go check out any areas in the Pact Worlds?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind spending some time back on Fraxus. We barely explored that world and it was a lot of fun if anybody else wants to check out more of that planet.
Now, let's look at the map here. Let's get all these beautiful pictures out of the way. Although if we could like put the dragon's picture up in the corner.
Okay, you're weirdly fascinated with my brother, okay, Prava?
Like an indestructible photo frame and like weld that picture of Aiden's brother to Aiden's like piloting console, just like off to the side, out of the way of all the instruments, just so it's
God damn it.
There we go. Keep him up here. Keep him nice and small up here.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Is that just like what Prava, like a little step picture that Prava has taped to like the corner of his desk now?
As the campaign goes on, the screen will fill with just little posters, pictures that Prava's put up around the.
Exactly. So you got like little holiday snaps all around now.
Yeah, practice might be a good place to spend some more time at. Prava's always interested in Aiden's home planet. Prava's also wanted to spend time on Verces just because he knows the language and he's never got a chance to really practice it in the native. That might be a good vacation spot. Lots of interesting sights.
Yeah, but we have to keep up with tradition. We have to smuggle something if we're going there.
You're right. And we just promised Brian we'd hold back on crimes for a little bit, so.
Yeah.
I just don't want to show up in the news and my parents be like, "We trusted you." You know, I don't want to get the disappointment talk. As long as we don't get caught.
Hey, now you're thinking like a smuggler.
But that's what this vacation's about, you know? People are gonna forget about us. We can go back to the old days.
Prava, how are they gonna forget about us if you're live streaming literally right now? I can see your chat.
Those are just my friends. They're not gonna talk.
Yeah,
Aiden,
maybe
we
we
always
shouldn't
make
talk about smuggling while streaming.
we always make sure to ban the trolls, Aiden. It's no big deal.
You say that, but they keep telling me bad things and keep referring to that time I became a dog.
I'm a dog. Chat.
No,
chat,
see?
Send me screenshots, chat.
Kuzon like shows him just like, well, I mean, after that, Prava's been selling your emoticon. It just as like a clipped picture of when you were a dog, like edited to fit into a chat.
Aiden is looking very mad at Prava.
You get a sub milestone, you gotta add a new emote to your chat, and it was the most requested one. It and Fog Dog are the only two I've got set up now.
Now see, Fog Dog I can get behind. That's a classic.
My chat just likes dogs, I guess. I don't know what to say. We should actually probably go back to Akiton so me and Kuzon can like start setting up that business. The sooner we set that business up, the...
Oh, you guys are thinking going into a joint venture?
Well, yeah, Kuzon wants to see if he can develop new parts to help the Akiton revival, you know? And if we can make money on the side, then everybody's happy.
I mean, considering the last time you guys set up business, I honestly think you have a knack for it. You'd probably be very successful.
We're here in this nice taxi looking at these beautiful sights.
Yeah, with no extra plating or guns in case pirates come.
I mean, I'm sure you got something on this taxi, right, driver? You got guns in this thing, right?
We have like 2 front-firing guns.
Yeah, see, guns.
That's lots of
I'm
guns.
sure if we get into a fight, you even let you pilot, Aiden.
Oh, normally we just run away. It's not common. I mean, we're just in a packed world, you know.
It seems we get attacked in the pack worlds like every 3rd trip. I don't know if we're just unlucky or...
You know,
Kuzon's like counting his fingers. We'll be fine.
Speaking of which, now that I'm thinking, Aiden starts counting his fingers. Yeah, aren't we due for like another attack or something? I'm gonna look out the window. Oh, nothing. Ah, guess we got lucky.
Roll to stay on your feet as a rocket hits beside me.
I think something about the Percy attracts the pirates. You know, she's a big, flashy-looking ship.
Speaking of which, we keep hearing everywhere we talk that there's something odd about that ship. Like, Kuzon, like, have you figured something out about it?
But what?
The ship, man. Everybody keeps commenting about how it's very, you know, standoutish. Plus, Ataika is still somewhere in there. I think he crawled into one of the vents or something. Haven't seen him in a while.
It's, you know, just because I have the best ship. That's the only reason they say that.
You see, by the way, as you're nearing the station after a few days, you know, like relaxing in the yacht and the like, you see Cow come out and says, "Is your holiday over yet?"
Probably, yeah. It didn't go quite as long as I really hoped to get a chance to go to a Sheeran spa. But
Well, take as long as you need. I will remain in the backpack until then. And he returns back to the backpack.
Prava, if you're looking for hot springs, my man, I got you covered. Fraxus has the best in the galaxy. Straight up.
no, it's not that. I mean, that might help, but it's just, I got a molt coming on soon, and I feel like this is going to be a tough one. Kind of wanted some professional help.
Ew. That's gross.
I mean, how? I just gotta shed my shell every year. It's a
By the way,
biological function.
inside the backpack you hear, "Says the one who sweats through his skin and gets sticky."
Can we talk about all those weird oils you humans produce?
No one else here produces those.
Oh, can you stop? I'm very sensitive about that. Because of my fast metabolism
very
and my
sensitive
rapid
about my
regeneration,
oils.
I sweat a lot, okay? I can't help it.
Not just, I went to a human high school. You should have seen some of those kids. They had a sheen to them. I mean, me, but that's different. That's
Can we not talk about my sweating glands problem, okay? Like I said, I can't help it. It's because of my metabolism.
Maybe you'd feel better if you just lost some of your skin and got it back. When was the last time you shed?
when was your last molting?
When was your last molt?
Humans don't do that.
But how do you get your new fresh skin?
All right, I forgot. Humans molt constantly, just little
Yes.
bits at a time.
That's why you find dust all over the ship.
The ship is your skin, Aiden?
No! Don't be gross.
Brian, you're a mammal. Do your people do this too?
I have fur. I don't have skin. I'm the reason why there's little fur balls all over the ship.
Brian doesn't bleed, just hair falls out.
No.
No, it's like
No, I have
What's
skin,
under hair?
but it's underneath the fur.
Wait. Brian? That hair was you? I thought Thiveron was shedding.
it's just like two
Oh,
different colored hair balls.
I am now contributing to the fur balls. His is the white fur and mine's the black fur.
Actually, let's confirm something here real quick, guys. Do we have like robot droids that clean our ship, or is like one of the crew members responsible for all like?
Speaking of which, considering we're liable for everything that happens with this space station, isn't it about time we're a bit more hands-on with what goes on in here? I mean, technically, sure, it's not like the Benefactor is gonna stab us in the back just randomly. I trust him that much, but if he decides to do something crazy or something crazy happens, aren't our heads gonna be, you know, on the chopping board?
It's
I don't really know how that works, to be honest. I looked up the laws whenever I was dealing with the symbiotes for the first time, but I haven't really checked in what our responsibilities are as overseer of a station.
I mean, if my responsibility is to be lording over people and get paid for it, I'm down for that, but...
Something to look into. A taxi driver, bring us to the executive entrance over there.
Understood, sir. And you see basically the taxi yacht go around and park its way into one of the docking bays. Basically at the top where your rooms are generally held.
Excellent. And what do I owe you for the ride?
No, don't worry. Somebody called Mr. What was it? Someone's covering your bill, Josiah.
Oh, gosh, he's been so nice to us lately. Aiden, what was that little suspicion you had there, huh?
Hey,
I
I
saw
never
that.
said I've doubted him that he's gonna just randomly backstab us. Benny seems like a level-headed person enough to not do that. I mean,
Yeah, and
would you wanna backstab a group of mercs that gets the job done every time?
of course not. And Elbor would never let him anyway. There's two people we trust. As long as we have two people we can trust, then even if there's like mind control or insanity involved, it'll be fine.
Aiden immediately shuts up when you say that. You see that he's feeling uncomfortable.
I mean, I've been mind controlled like what, 3 times since we formed this crew, and it's always worked out fine.
Yes, every single time. Flashbacks to Aiden either being in danger because of it or trying to get you out of danger because of it.
You can see once more the flowing of water. Seems like this section of the ship is no longer under construction. It's just as lovely as the main habitat area. Has lovely flowing areas, some plants have been put in.
And there's no ships shooting each other in the background this time.
Told you that was a one-time thing.
Oh,
That was the safe bet.
by the way, we kinda glossed over it, but I'm gonna assume that the dragons went back to Fraxus, right?
Yes, unless you invite them along. Your mother would have to go back, but you can invite anybody who was at the beach along with you.
Aiden's gonna give his mom a lot of hugs.
Of course. Yeah, she gives you a hug. It's like, make sure to come back when you can. Make sure you don't like get too dirty. Like don't give anyone like your home phone number, you know.
Make sure not to overwork yourself. Push some of your work to that. He's got way too much free time anyway. Get some spa dates and hang out with your girlfriends more.
Don't worry, I will. And she gives you like
No,
another
you
hug.
don't. The last time you took a vacation was like 10 years ago.
That's very soon for a dragon.
It could sooner.
I'll see about it. Don't worry. Have a good
Also,
time.
make sure to
There's
tell
good-
Zane that you love me more than him.
Okay, go on. Off you go. that's
very
probably
happy.
fine. Basically this is what you had on the yacht. You spent some time on the yacht with your like mother. If the yacht was parking here, then going off to Traxxas, as it's like a easy shot there from Acton right now.
Oh, and remember on Brian's world when Aiden bought 2 precious gems?
Yes.
He gives one of them to his mom, the other one he gives to Ellie, and then he fucks off.
Not even a word. It's like, yep, this is your present. Goodbye.
Souvenirs, there you go, bye.
Ellie is ecstatic. Of course, you can't thank you as the doors to the taxi close.
Yep, too bad.
It's like, no.
We gotta go, no time.
I don't get you, Aiden. You're so standoffish to that girl, but then you give her gifts, but then you don't talk about anything.
Do you know
What?
how in ancient civilizations people used to do sacrifices because they feared the unknown? I'm just making sure to cover my bases.
Prava just shuts up and gives up. But
It's like one day.
So anyway, here's where I want to build the corpse for stuff.
I mean, Aiden insists that we don't install escape pods, but Prava at least set up the fire extinguishers.
Well, escape pods basically signal loser talk, and fire extinguishers can be useful, so that's fine.
I mean, to be fair, in like most situations too, like if we were in deep space and we had to rely on escape pods, we're dead anyway. Like they're just gonna catch us.
My friends would never leave me out. They would trace the signals of my stream and follow us to the depths of space.
When we're about to face the final boss, all of Prava's fans just show up.
I think another thing I'd like to do, I think would be really cool, is I want to invite my kids onto the ship, and I want to spend some time with Raison and whoever else is like interested in participating, give them through a little bit of an apprenticeship program. I want to give him like his red seal as like a mechanic, become certified, you know?
They'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fun thing to do, like while we're working on the industry stuff. And any of the kids that want to hang out at the station or like participate with me and, you know, pursue whatever interests, like I'll invite them all up.
About 4 of them do agree to come up to you. The others are not interested in mechanical stuff, but the others are interested in, you know, you might as well get ahead in life. Now you've got 4 Kuzon's kids running about. You have some of the symbiotes which are contained within like certain sections of the space station. They're not exactly visible, but sometimes when you take off a panel, you can tell that they're there, with some of them making up some replacement wires and the like.
Oh, they're kind of like the Pebbles. That's an obscure reference. But yeah, no, I like that. I think that's really cool. I want because I want like Raison and my other kids to have like a more stable path into work than I did.
Raison is totally fine with this. Kuzon, your kids are running around about 4 of them, I believe I said, had joined the station. Who were like running around, looking at the station, making sure to learn from you and your little knickknacks, and when you're doing minor repairs here and there.
Yeah, I'm working on a giant manufacturing wing.
Basically, the parts for the industry sector that you plan to put into your space station is come. Is anybody else going to have anything else to do on the station before you head off on your main journey?
Thiveron's just sitting there listening to this peaceful jazz music and playing SimCity 2000.
Oddly specific, but okay.
Since you do have amenities within the station now, you do have things like a pool, shops, you know, general amenities around. You have a sauna somewhere. There's like a small outside cafe that's overlooking Akiton below. The Benefactor sitting at the table looking down towards it.
I was definitely just like having conversations with like the random employees for the shops in the station, like goes to like the station cafe and the bakery, and just like make sure everybody knows he's a cool boss. He doesn't care.
I'm a cool one.
If you want to be lazy at work, I'm not gonna complain. But hey, just like make sure things get done, you know.
Aiden's the tough guy on security. If you can't flip a trucks, then you're not worthy to be on the station. But yes, is there anything anybody wished to do? So I believe some of you wanted to talk to the Benefactor at one point, which he is here on the station currently. No?
I mean, we
Thiveron
wanted to
may
discuss
want to after he's had a chance to explore the leads on his master that he currently has, but the Benefactor doesn't have a job for him at the moment, then no.
I was thinking of maybe we should at some point talk about him, how we're gonna need some extra funds if we're gonna keep dealing with the Brigade after what happened with my mercs on one of their missions, but that's not really something urgent, so...
No, hold on, what happened? Aiden should probably like give the rest of the party like the lowdown on what's happening, you know? I haven't heard anything about the Tenebrous Guard.
Oh yeah, right before I send everybody off on vacation, I send Murana and some of my boys to tussle with them. We found out the coordinates on one of their secret research facilities, so I sent them in to investigate. Things got a little bit out of hand. Luckily, before, you know, things got too wild out there, because, you know, portals, summoning beings from other dimensions, I told Murana to blow the entire facility up and get out of there. We did manage to get some information and some of their tech, but it seems like they're very well funded. If we're gonna keep messing with them, we're definitely gonna need some more funds. I'm just gonna upload the footage that my mercs captured to the cloud so everybody can take a peek at that stuff. Oh, wait, is it the cloud in the future or is it the star? The galaxy?
It's the Quasar.
The Quasar, yes. I uploaded the Quasar.
I'll sum it up quickly. Essentially, the mercs that went on to the smoke's position with a load of other mercs that the Benefactor hired basically raided this station that was controlled by the Tenebrous. And across the walls there were runes and the like, and magical circles. Apparently, the person, one of the mercs that was sent along, discovered that they were somehow trying to like break into somewhere, essentially trying to make a portal to somewhere that was not allowed, and that basically, well, sent the place down a really bad route. As they went further in the footage, things started getting creepier and creepier, and the guards and what other enemies were there were just out of their minds.
A normal kind of thing that could happen, or is that weird?
Interdimensional portals are possible. Thiveron as a mystic would also know this. Even you as a technomancer probably know that it is quite possible to be able to make a portal. Heck, there's portals on Absalom. There's a giant portal gate that no one can cross because as soon as you enter, these giant guardians murder anybody who tries.
Was Brian with us for the spooky door? There was also the spooky door. We've engaged with lots.
Oh
of
yeah, there was
dimensional-
there was a spooky door that like basically Devil's Deal type door.
Yeah, you walk through and you get paired with an entity. Prava's actually wearing his around his neck in a little necklace. There's like a little Jin's eyeball.
Oh yeah, she
course,
wasn't
of
there for
course.
that. Yeah, she wasn't there for the spooky door. I was wondering for a second which spooky door you were talking about. But yeah, that spooky door.
Wait, but Josar, I mean, we kind of skipped straight to business. How are you doing? How have you been? What have you been up to since we last saw you at the Columbinarium?
Everything's been fine. Made to check up with the doctor. Looked up who was in charge of Tenebrous Guard. Sent off Smiles to deal with some of their transports. Wondering where the hell my other team was.
Who the hell is the Smiles guy anyway?
You've met Smiles. He's the big shark man that was in.
Oh, him. Never mind. I forget I asked.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Wait, one of your other teams went missing?
Yeah, they went to this strange underground swamp planet, and you know they've been doing things ever since. I don't know where they've gone.
Have they been
Are you
radio
talking
silent?
about us?
He's just smiling towards you.
Okay, we're here. Oh my goodness.
So yes, now you guys essentially have your armors and stuff on the way to your ship. What did you guys want to do now? The Benefactor is just going to sit here in a cafe and drink tea and check out the new blade.
We have stuff to do, but Prava doesn't really have stuff to do.
Right, I guess we're heading off to Thiveron's thing.
Yes, I think.
It is time to find his master.
My master.
I mean, it's like I guess we could do something about that. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. It's just been like a few. It's like been a few weeks since you discovered which way you was meant to be going. But no, it's fine. Maybe a month or two. Maybe a bit more.
We're busy.
Was it the Did I get a remote link and like the brown power or brown like energy shield? Is that what I got?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
And now I'm going to deduct from my notes of your rewards that you have kept stored. You finally cash those in. That's the reason why you didn't get level appropriate armor, because you know they were from ages back. It's like, thanks for doing the job. Just waiting for you guys. It's like you sit there like, okay, they'll be back for their stuff anytime. Are they just working for me for free? Awesome.
That's why he likes us.
So I like you guys. You guys forget to get paid.
Well, technically I didn't, but you know.
Oh yeah, technically you did. You're just altruistic. Right, so you're going to be heading away from the jazz music. I apologize.
That's what you think. Because on the ship, that's what constantly playing.
Hell
So
yeah.
you don't want the space traveling music. You want the jazz to keep playing, do you?
But this is the bop.
Here's the thing. Usually the jazz is playing, and when there's combat jazz is playing.
Combat jazz. I like.
So
I have a friend in the background who is now listening to us play.
That's fine. So now you have decided to leave the station. The smooth jazz still playing in the background. The typical music not playing because you're like, nah. Oh, and of course,
Never escape the smooth jazz.
I've of course made sure to pin Zane's baby picture in the corner, as if like somebody's pinned it into the corner of the cockpit of the ship.
You need to collect more Polaroids.
Aiden fully believes that picture is there because Bryn put it there because he thinks she's got a weird thing for him and that's why she wants to write him.
Oh my god.
Who wouldn't have a thing for Zane?
In Aiden's mind, god damn it, I'm not even dating her and he still stole her. Like, what is he doing? Why does he need all the female attention?
Oh no.
Why won't he steal Ellie from me?
Brian knows.
Brian knows all.
So, you have the coordinates. You're going to enter the vast. That means 2d6. You're not even going to spend half a week in the drift. Jesus Christ, you roll so well on like piloting. It's
Listen, man.
unbelievable.
Listen. It's been a great vacation. I'm finally away from Ellie. Aiden is happy. Let's just get out there and do some shit. Let's wreck some shit, okay?
Ah, I see how it is. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let us go into the drift. Still with jazz playing.
Still with lots of Noel.
So,
Going
Noel,
well.
you have to put it to max here, and then you slam the brake, and then you go into a drift, and this is how you can pass through asteroid fields at max speed while destroying all your enemies.
This is not safe, responsible driving.
I'm teaching her how to survive, alright? I'm an excellent driver, trust me, I'm the best pilot in the galaxy.
I know the drift beacons are like what? Do we have internet inside the drift, or is the drift like an internet dead zone?
The drift, you do have internet inside of a drift, since it's where the internet travels through.
I am gonna start doing profession roles then, like as well,
31.
to like make some cash.
The role profession. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna bring you out of the drift. Since nobody confirms nobody wants to do anything on the ship.
Just like vibe.
Okay, vibing.
I'm gonna
we
vibe
have-
and I'm gonna be training when I'm not piloting.
There are like rules that you can do for bonuses. You can like entertain yourself or like entertain other members of the crew for bonuses when we're on missions.
As you come out of the drift, you bear witness to a singular gas giant before you, settled just beyond an asteroid belt. Off in the distance, a yellow young sun burns brightly.
Wait, that's a gas giant? Are we sure your
It
master
looks like a
is
gas
here?
giant.
There, in
These are the
fact,
coordinates I received.
there are in fact many gas giants within this vicinity. There are at least 5 just circling this one planet. One sun.
Why would your master be on a gas giant?
I'm not entirely sure he is here, only that these coordinates are a lead to his whereabouts. Perhaps we should scan the planets,
Fair enough. Kuzon?
see what we are dealing with.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Bryn was science officer.
Sorry,
I
what
mean,
should I be?
We're all science officers. I'll help you. We're gonna do a scan of the planet to figure out what's here.
Is that physical? That's life science, right?
I guess it depends on.
It's computers.
It's computers.
You know what's gonna be funny? If you
What?
guys do the scan and on the screen it pops up literally a picture of Thiveron's master.
Just see, his master's face is one of the gas giants just floating through space.
He's ascended.
Okay, right. So, as you start scanning the planet below, you cut through the magnetic interference and there's a signal. Small little signals. Beep, 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 beep.
Is that Morse code?
Roll me profession.
Okay then. If it's military knowledge, +5.
Yes, it is Morse code. It seems to signal gate this way.
Well, that's awfully suspicious, but it's the best invitation we're gonna get.
Oh,
I mean, we've already been to one very volatile planet threatening to blow up, so how bad can it be, right?
A walk in the park, as
Oh,
they
that-
say.
you weren't meant to see that. Ignore that.
Oh.
That's just me rolling for the system you're in because I got a table. Apparently, as you're slowly flying down towards a gas giant, you see the rotation of the sun slowly peak around and a second smaller sun can be seen orbiting it.
Oh,
Okay,
how
that's just
lovely, a
trippy.
binary system. I've never been this close to one before. Look how beautiful, 2 stars working in perfect tandem.
Wait, how does that work? How does this system have a day-night cycle if there's 2 suns?
Oh, they're in the same area.
Yeah, the suns orbit each other in the middle, so it's like having a sun in a fixed position. It's just,
God,
it's not
that's
like
weird.
one sun goes behind the planet and cooks it from both.
Science!
Okay, listen, Brian, you're recently space capable. Like, you gotta relate with me on this one. Like, that's just fucking weird.
Everyone's like, and they get 2 suns. We're losing 1.
Hey, Thiveron, yeah, why don't you get one of those suns, man? Just drag it over to your world and save it or something.
I am no scientist, but taking one of those suns would destabilize the gravitational pull of this entire system and potentially the other systems around it.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
By the way, Aiden,
Yes.
since you're one piloting, roll me piloting.
Oh boy, here we go. Good thing I was ready.
Aiden, as you're flying down towards the planet, the ship starts shaking from the sheer force of the winds that have been produced on this gas giant. Like they are tearing away at your shields as you see the count start dropping, like dee, 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 as you're trying to follow the small, almost insignificant signal that is down below.
If this is a red herring signal, I'm gonna be pissed. Good thing we upgraded the shields.
That is true. You won't even have to engineer to keep them up, since the damage is not enough to outpace your shields right now.
So I know, like, I'm a little bit out of the loop on some things, and I probably should have asked earlier. But Thiveron, what happened to your master? Is there something we should be like worried about? We're running into.
My master has set on the path set before him by a Talavet. All I know is that he is at odds with the cult of Zon-Kuthon, and that I received a vision giving me these coordinates, and that this would give me at least a clue to his location. That's all we're going on.
TLDR, his master had a scuffle with some other people, so he fucked off somewhere without telling anybody, and now he's SMSing Thiveron to come pick him up.
Whenever
Okay.
the cult, Prava like shivers because we met those guys and they're fucking creepy. Bunch of weird pain fetishists running around causing trouble for people, thinking that there's beauty in suffering. Disgusting.
That does sound terrifying. All right, so hopefully we don't run into those clowns.
As you break through the outer layer, you barely pull aside to avoid something coming up from below, and several things from below. Almost a swarm of things. And
A swarm?
once you stabilize in the planet's, well, atmosphere, you see creatures.
Oh, here.
The raging storm above and below are still within this layer.